Hello and welcome to One Take episode 67. It is Sunday, you know that means today there will be a song. I will be the song. I was trying to quote the Lion King there, I guess, a little bit. I don't know, I've been in kind of a Lion King mood today. Now, today's video, I've written a song. It's taken me all week. It's not very good. Most of it was written in one day. Ignore that. Today's song is about having a realistic viewpoint on love, not just, romantic, not just sinister, not so pessimistic as other people seem to think that it is, but from a more looking at it from a subjective point of view to where you understand, you really get the whole love thing. You think about it in a different way. It also goes into talk about the monetary benefits of getting married. It is not right to say getting married, but I think you can kind of understand it a bit, but I'm not going to get into that for a few minutes. As you noticed, Friday's video was terribly short, just depressingly short even. I'm going to make up for that by having today's video being about as long as yesterday's video, which only came up earlier today because my internet was out yesterday and I was also busy until like 10 o'clock at night, so even if it was up, it wouldn't have been up. You know what I mean. So yeah, I was doing that all morning. So now I'm just kind of, I worked on it a bit, I added a few lines, I rearranged some things. It's not really to where I'm like, oh yeah, make the entire thing different, just where I basically cleaned up the end a little bit. That also wasn't the song, in case you were wondering. By the way, you like this pick? Well, if you like that pick, how about this pick? Don't like that pick? How about this pick? It looks like lava. I'm using this pick. Oh, of course, I could use this pick. It's pink. It looks sort of purplish, like Brownie the Dinosaur. But I digress. I believe I have in my little drawer there either 250 or 1,000 picks. I don't know, it seems rather flimsy. I don't know if you can tell. It's incredibly thin, as opposed to when I was using before, it had considerable girth to it, I use the word girth in the song, by the way, not in a sexual meaning or anything. I'm gonna sing at some point, and I'm just gonna talk for now because I really don't care. You would think that since I have a guitar and that I'm playing it right now, you'd be like, oh, he actually has an accompaniment. He actually has an accompaniment for this piece. But you'd be wrong. I'm not that kind of guy. Also not playing that song. I'm gonna use that joke until it's funny, guys. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So, I was thinking earlier today, whilst I was in the shower, getting text messages from people, I was thinking, what's a thought that I've had? What's an event that really sums up my life to a point, And I figured that out. So just a tad bit of backstory first. I hate high E, whatever it is on my guitar. I literally just grabbed it off the corner, so I don't really know if it's tuned to any extent. I mean, if you've actually got some musical experience, you're probably cringing at this moment, but I'm literally just strumming it. Anyway, so last year, near the end of the year, I'd say about May-ish, end of May actually. Well, not the end of May. Well, in May, actually the beginning of May, May 2nd, I think, was one of the performance dates. I was in a play, the Aladdin musical, at my school that we did it. I didn't really have a vote in doing it. But, well, I mean, they were like, Andy, do you want to be in the thing? I was like, I want to be in the thing. I got to be the Sultan. I wanted to be the genie. But this moron who I don't think could act like an adult to get out of the paper bag got to be the genie. And I was the Sultan. I had like 10 lines. But, that's not really the important part. So the first performance, you know, they had guides. So like, oh yeah, here everyone, have a guide. And after the show, everyone was like, oh Andy, I didn't know you were in this. You know, because they finally got to see me up close, not on the stage. And I guess I couldn't really hear the speech impediment over the thing. Give me a moment here. I guess I couldn't really hear the speech impediment over just, I guess, the general sound. I don't know. The basic thing is they didn't know it was me until they saw it, because my name wasn't in the thing that they tell people. That they're like, oh yeah, these people are in the thing. You should pay more attention to them from now on. I was not in there. It's not like I cared at all, but people were making a ruckus about it. And the only thing that I said, even inclined to it was a joke. I said, oh, I can prove I wasn't in that musical. I wasn't in that musical, guys. I have proof. I'm not in the thing. And people were like, oh, you should get a special announcement at tomorrow's show. And I was like, that is the opposite of what I want. I do not want that at all. This feels much more professional than last time, probably because my computer is farther away. Which is going to cause some trouble, because now I can't actually read the music. Yes, look at my hand, everybody. And I just unplugged it. All that work, fellows. All that work. So, how's everybody doing? How is your mother? Let me just have a second here. Unplug some things. Get some hair ties off of my computer. Hoop. Bring it over here. Move the tripod back and commentate about things that are actually going on in this very moment. You get to stare at the ceiling. Everybody's happy. I'm not happy. Well, who cares about you? This will work for the moment. I fear the structural integrity of things will not be as well withstanding as I hope. I'm just going to move things off of other things and do things. And whoop. Okay, now it's over here. Oh, look at that rich boy and his computer. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. It's not like my family is like, oh, we always have to have the best, the most, we have all of the things. It's just we update in spurts. Like, we used to have like a 6, 7, 8-year-old just big TV, just giant, this way, that way, the way in the back. 3-dimensionally, it was large 3-dimensionally, it was more or less a cube. Anyway, so basically I'm going to be singing this. It's kind of a form of poetry. If you've ever heard of Tim Minchin's song, If I Didn't Have You, link in the description. If you haven't heard of that, this is basically that, just it had been different. I changed some lyrics. It's in a slightly different fashion. I don't know. It's basically the only song I was thinking about at the time of writing it, and I was really just like, what is love? And then someone just had a baby and threw it at me, and I was like, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. And then my grammar just got terrible. I said, no more. No more. And everyone was just confused. They were like, what are you talking about, Willis? And I was like, Wallace? I'm gonna shut up now. Actually, no. I will sing now. I have to scroll down at some point. That's how much longer this one is than the last one. Longer. Harder, more intense. What was I saying? Oh yeah. There's an ad in the background and it was like flashing and I was like, oh my god, what's wrong with my computer? And then I was like, oh. Our love is wonderful, but it certainly isn't original, and it's definitely divisible by at least 2. It'll possibly get physical, but only when we're ready, and by that point we'll be going steady. And if I make you smile, if I say the right things every once in a while, then maybe you'll ponder that for a while longer I might just be worth such emotional girth. Life without you is like life without O2, which isn't to say that it's impossible, or just that it would be unneeded trouble. And if we were a couple, then we could double the number of tax breaks we get each year. I'm just saying that I'm looking at this from a fiscally responsible point of view, and that out of all the people I could be reducing my taxes with, that person is you. Damn. Alright. That little bit at the end. Yes. For a friend. What was I saying? Okay, well this is all of 2 minutes longer than the last one, and that's only because I sang a song after going on 2 tangents. It turned out being much more boy bandy than I originally anticipated. It just sort of came out that way. In case you didn't know, I don't practice these songs beforehand. I'm just like, whatever. You know what? You know what, guys? In case you didn't know before, I don't put much work into these videos. Sundays are the most work I put into it, and that's just because I think up lyrics for the entire week, just 2 minutes of a song that I put into it, and it's not really, honestly, it's not really worth it to just be doing this, alone in my room with very little musical accompaniment, even though during the actual video it is rather accompanied. And oh, that reminds me, the giveaway for the Change of Hearts. Yes, it's still, I have a deck of cards like right above my bed, and I always have that there. It's on my shelf. Yep. Deck of cards on my shelf. Anyway, if you still want this, on the back, I'll scribble whatever you want in pen, whatever color pen you want. I would not recommend black, because black seems like it would not show up very well. Maybe like a pink or a magenta. Anyway, this card, I could have it on the front too. I don't really care. Just give me something. Just, if I get, I'm gonna lower my standards, 5 people, if 5 people show any sort of interest in this, then I will do a giveaway. And if less than 5 people do it, then we will just be waiting until 5 people do. And I mean, I really honestly don't think that there's going to be a guy that makes 5 accounts for 1 Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't really think that's the kind of thing that would happen. If you thought previously that was a Magic the Gathering card, I would understand it, but then I'd be disappointed in you and be like, oh, why are you watching my videos, you nerd? Which isn't to say that that's not the kind of person I want, it's just that that's not the exact same kind of person that I'm interested in. Not in like a relationship-y way. I've got enough baggage, relationship-y wise. But, the hell was I saying? It's just that my predetermined audience is composed neither of Magic the Gathering players or, you know, Pokemon the card game players who were not the originals. By the way, the game came first. I'm like 98.725% sure. The anime sure as hell didn't come first. Whoever says that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's not really like I cater to any specific sort. It's just people who are really weird and like having really weird things said. Like, oh, if you were really my friend, you would dress up as hula dancers and you dress up in drag and do the hula so that I could go off and kill my crazy uncle and become king of the entire Pride Land. But you know, that's just not the thing that happens. I doubt that in Hamlet they actually had people dress up in drag. This video can be as long as I want because I have battery and 95 minutes to spare, even if I wanted to. I'm not saying that I'm going to let that happen. I think maybe what I might do is I don't know what I'll do. I think I have an idea though. 100th episode, I'm going to have as many people in it as possible. Just, even if it's just one-on-one, I don't even care at that point. What I'm gonna try to do is have as many people in it as possible throughout the video. Actually put some editing into it. By that I mean not like cutting things up. I just mean putting videos together into a form, which I'm actually too lazy to do for the most part. That's why you haven't seen very many videos that have much change in the thing. It's just, if I can't do it within 5 minutes, which is the amount of time it takes for my camera to shut off, then I'm just out of luck in that department. Also, do you know what's white and sticky? The branch from a paper birch tree. Get it? It's a pun. Sticky branch. Anyway, I honestly don't remember who I catered to. I don't even remember if I said anything. I don't remember things, by the way. I'm not good at that. I have no short-term memory. I'm very not good at things. I can't tell time. I mean, I can't tell time. I'll be like, 8:47 in the morning. But I can't be like, oh, Andy, what was your video about? I don't know! Which would be a perfect example, actually, of how I don't remember anything. Shut up. So anyway, if anyone ever asks, oh, what does Andy do in his videos? Just say he does stupid. That's what he does. He does stupid. And they'll be like, how does one stupid? And then you'll be like, oh, just watch episode 67. He'll explain it. And this is the explanation here. Link them to 18 and a half minutes in, I guess. Well, I don't know. 18 and some. 18 and some. So, one does different, one does special, one does amazing, whatever I said earlier. One does different by being different. One does different by going against the curve. One does different by making a vlog series before doing video games or anything else of actual value. Just assuming that people will want him to cut straight to the beginning. Straight to the beginning? No, straight to the end. I am different. I do things that I don't expect to be famous. I don't expect to be popular. I don't expect to be anything. I expect to live for at least 5 more years. I mean, hopefully at least 5. Preferably like 30, but I have very low self-esteem. What was I saying? Different is going against the grind. Different is being your own self regardless of how other people perceive you. Being different is about having friends who accept you for being who you are without ever actually asking you to be different than who you are, regardless of who you are. Unless you're a pedophile. That's just not okay at that point. The generally approves. I really could have made this video whilst the while yesterday's was uploading, which took an amount of time because it was in HD, and this one will take long as well. I dread that because it'll be up at like 10, even though it's only like 5:45 at this point. I'm gonna go find that Tim mentioned video while still talking to you because I feel bad about the 45 thing and it being 4 minutes long. It wasn't even a standard video, guys. I mean, why do you put up with me? Let's see, how to get a toned butt in 15 days? No, I don't think that's what I'm looking for. If I didn't have you, Tim, mention. I might do a cover of that song. It's much better than mine because it's not a boy band song. I don't know why all my songs end up being boy bandy. I mean, I think I could start a boy band. It wouldn't be very hard. I already have all the lyrics. Actually, no. I already have all the lyrics in these songs. I mean, I can just go back and copy them. I'm really hoping for the day when it's. I'm hoping episode 100 is on a Sunday, so it can just be incredibly long. And have a song in it, like it'll be a power ballad from the 80s, like 10 minutes long, take up a very small portion of the video. Because what I was planning to do is for episode 100 have it be, I don't know, that special. Episode 50 was 46 minutes. I mean, it was the same as all the others, really. So what I'm thinking, I'll do like 2 hours. 2 hours for episode 100. So no one will watch it. Yeah, that's going to be fun to upload. Yeah. No one's going to watch all of it. It's just going to be a waste of my time. Although, if you would watch a 110... I'm going to make it 110 minutes. A 10-minute song and 100 minutes of actual talking. And I'm going to see how much effort I can put into episode 100. I'm going to plan, even if everyone's like, oh, Andy, you're such a Judas, don't make 100 episodes, we hate them already, it's only 67 in, just kill yourself. I'll be like, no, internet, I'm going to make 100 episodes, I don't care what you say. And then they'll do the Gangnam Style. This is me moving my shoulders, it doesn't look as, I don't know. That will be in as many episodes as I can get. The weather outside. The weather outside? No. So if you've watched all the way through, say, I hate high E's. Because I sound like that. Or like that. What was I saying? Okay, anyway. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to comment on the video, comment on the video. If you want to subscribe to me and see videos daily, do so. Thank you and good night.